I just got the topic, but this is something which is very close to my heart. When we speak at the work that's been done. Let me just set the scene a little bit. We look at Southeast Asia as a market that we say that we have the most talented pool, and a lot of the technical pool of individuals that we have is one of the best ones in the world. That is why we see a lot of Pakistanis, Indians, Bangladeshis going to the Silicon Valley and having their contribution there. Now, while that is a brain drain for us, on the flip side, for the country, we also feel that there's a lot of collaboration and inputs that have been coming, especially when we look at the freelancing side of things. We are one of the fourth largest exporters of IT technology. I was just in discussion with the fantastic team at Omer Solutions the other day. And what was heartening to see was, and I'd like to quote that, as we have individuals and inputs coming in from these South Asian countries, but वहाँ पे जाके pitch करना and having a panel where you have people coming in from Hong Kong, Pasha and the Ministry of IT, hosted it in Pakistan, and they stood out the winners. Now, looking at this, catering to a customer base of 350 clientele outside, all or pretty much most of them on AI and machine learning approaches. ये हमारा जो फ्यूचर है, तो IT एक्सपोर्ट्स की जब हम बात करते हैं, काम बहुत हो रहा है, हम बहुत सारे बच्चों को फोकस जरूर कह रहे हैं कि आप IT एक्सपोर्ट्स के ऊपर काम करें, फ्रीलांसिंग के ऊपर काम करें, we are the next hub in the country. How streamlined is the profession? What mistakes are we doing? I think challenges की बात पहले मैं करूँगी because hopeful picture सारे बहुत अच्छे पेश करते हैं, but इसी के अंदर I do know for a fact that regulation has been a task. Every few months we see कि कोई एक नई regulation आती है जिसपे हमारी tax regimes का भी उसका थोड़ा सा faulty होता है. We need to create processes also. Gladly, I think one thing that has not been mentioned, which I'd like to mention here at this panel, that the SACP has started to acknowledge at least the association of the startup category. तो वो freelancers जो पहले ad hoc काम करते थे, वो उस startup की category में थोड़ी सी बेहतर हो गई. After Saisa was here in the morning as well today. I want to pose to the panel, sir, and we'll start off with you right on my rightmost corner. What are the challenges that we still foresee?
Thank you very much for starting off on a very right track. Challenges, the list is endless. It's Pakistan, so we are full of challenges everywhere. Let's not get into the government side of things a lot because the private sector has to take the lead in getting things done now. And we are the ones, all of us who are sitting here, all the people who are there as well, that this is the sector that has to take a step forward and move on. The challenges that I see in the private sector of things is mostly the direction. It's mostly the access. There are a lot of companies that are not designed to become training companies and are not designed to take the full swing of the process. We have software houses, we have different sorts of service companies in Pakistan. Now what we see that the companies who have grown to a certain level, they integrate a training site to their company so that they can feed the people, the youngsters in their organization. Scaling is the key here. If we scale enough, if the private sector can scale enough, we can take over the world. We have enough manpower in place right now. But when we talk about scaling, we can only create 35,000 IT graduates from all the universities in Pakistan every year. When we talk about the numbers that we try to match in the neighboring country that we have, we try to have like around 1.5 million or 2 million people who are trained at that level. With the rate of 35,000 people a year, it's going to take decades to get there. So we need to come up with different solutions, which we are coming up now. You can see boot camps running in Pakistan, you can see trainings being delivered in universities. Again, all led by the private sector, supported by the government in some cases, but again led by the private sector. I was reading a little bit about Microsoft the other day, that they took in 10,000 students, graduates, and then they started off by training them and integrating them in the workforce. You see, the challenge is not that the companies are not doing well. All the organizations are mashallah doing really well. The problem is that we need to scale beyond our own targets now to cover up for the loss that this country is in. For that, we have to tap the rural area. Right now, nobody is even thinking about that. We are now launching in Bahawalpur, we are now launching in Multan, that area is now coming up. But still, it's a big challenge for IT companies and the private corporate agencies to understand that it's their responsibility now. It's not just the CEO who has to run his company, the CEO who must now take the responsibility of running a city and a province there and a national asset that needs to be created. So that is something that we need to do.
Excellent. And we come on the solutions for scaling up as well. Sir, I'd like to pose the same question to you if you can hand over the mic. Challenges आपके नजरिए में एक तो हमें scaling up का बिल्कुल पता चल गया challenge. What other challenges that you foresee in your experience?
Okay, so the way I look at challenges is that every challenge is also an opportunity. But we leave that part aside for now. Access to markets is one big challenge. The way the global world sees Pakistan is another big challenge, right? Yes, we've been softening our image for a long time. We've been trying to portray a very good image. 2 months ago, I was leading a delegation to the UK. What was a big surprise to me was, I was talking about the IT landscape of Pakistan. Many of the Pakistanis living in the UK did not know, and these are senior businessmen. They had no idea of what was going on over here. How far we leapt forward, and what was good about the IT in Pakistan, right? I'm sure nobody here knows that we have a 47% year-on-year software export growth rate. Which other market, which other industry in Pakistan can boast that? So, this is a big challenge. Our face outside of the country, which is going to bring us the exports, needs a lot of work to be done, right? So that's one big area. The other thing is what my friend just mentioned. I'm just trying to add to that a little bit. This is talent management we're talking about. We've got talent, loads of it, but we don't know how to manage it. We've got an asset which we don't know how to manage. And traditional ways of asset and management ain't going to work. We have to find newer ways and look at countries who are way ahead of us in the same field and try to do what they're doing. I think these are the two main challenges.
Excellent. Pass on the microphone. Sir, थोड़ा सा मैं challenge का सवाल ये सर की बात से आगे लेके चलती हूँ कि अक्सर बेशतर औकात स्पेशली जब IT एक्सपोर्ट्स की बात करते हैं उसमें ये कहते हैं कि जो हमारे टैलेंटेड पूल है उनके पीपल मैनेजमेंट स्किल्स बहुत वीक है स्पेशली जब हम टेक में अब इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि अंग्रेजी अच्छी नहीं है इसका जस्ट ये मकसद कि कितना अच्छे तरीके से कम्युनिकेट कर लें अपने क्लाइंट्स की नीड को कितने अच्छे तरीके से अंडरस्टैंड कर लें is that really a big challenge that we have here in Pakistan? And is our competition, like the other countries left, right, of Pakistan, are they doing a better job at it? And maybe we need to pull up our socks and do something right in that?
So, let me just give you a sense of where my perspective is coming from. हमने क्वांटम सॉफ्टवेयर को कराची से शुरू किया 13 लोगों से कोई 12.5 साल पहले आज हमें 1800 लोग in Karachi, Lahore, Islamabad. We were an experiment to begin with. We soon became an option before we became a necessity. We are essentially a global center for a parent company which is headquartered in Canada but with offices in 100 plus countries. तो सबसे पहला जो चैलेंज ज़ाहिर है यही था कि एक दो लोग थे पेरेंट कंपनी में जो कि उन्हें कंफर्ट थी कि चलो ये हम ट्राई करते हैं बाकी सब लोगों को किसी को डर लगता था किसी को परेशानी थी कि हम पाकिस्तान में क्यों जा रहे हैं तो इस किस्म के so what Arsalan mentioned the perception issue it's a huge issue उसका तोड़ सिर्फ एक है कि आपने ज़्यादा मेहनत करनी है और आपने बाकियों से बेहतर वैल्यू डिलीवर करनी है. देयर इज नो अदर वे अराउंड इट. बट उसका जो अल्टीमेटली एंड अगेन देयर आर 4 or 5 मेजर इश्यूज. एक तो है आपका जो कंट्री परसेप्शन है, एक आपकी ईज ऑफ डूइंग बिजनेस है, बट अल्टीमेटली जो सबसे फंडामेंटल मसला है वो आपका है स्किल्ड रिसोर्सेज का. तो अब स्किल्ड रिसोर्सेज की जो इश्यूज हैं उनको अंडरस्टैंड करने की इम्पोर्टेंस है फॉर अस टू अंडरस्टैंड कि बाकी मुल्कों के साथ हम कैसे कम्पीट कर सकते हैं. अब देयर आर मल्टीपल लेवल्स एट विच वी हैव हिस्टोरिकली फेल्ड. एक हमारा स्कूलिंग सिस्टम है. अब जहां श्रीलंका में, इंडिया में, बांग्लादेश में एनालिटिकल स्किल्स, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग, ये चीजें एक ग्रासरूट लेवल से समझाई जा रही हैं. हमारे यहाँ फोकस है अनफॉर्चुनेटली हिस्टोरिकली ऑन रोट लेवल. तो उसकी वजह से ऑलरेडी एक आपका जो है वो एक आपकी शुरुआत जो है वो उनमें एक मसला है. उसके बाद अब आपको करियर गाइडेंस और काउंसलिंग किस तरह की मिल रही है या मिल भी रही है या नहीं, जिसकी वजह से कंप्यूटर साइंस में कौन जा रहा है, टेलीकॉम इंजीनियरिंग में कौन जा रहा है, इंग्लिश लिटरेचर में कौन जा रहा है. Who should be going into it because they like it, who should be going into it because they have an aptitude for it. तो इन चीज़ों की जो रिक्वायरमेंट है कि ये प्रोवाइड की जाए, ये एक लेवल ऑफ इशू है. अब उसके बाद फिर कौन उन सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग या कंप्यूटर साइंस के प्रोग्राम्स में गया या वो गया जिसके माँ बाप पे कर सकते थे, नॉट नेसेसरली द पर्सन whose aptitude is right for it. And then when you go into those universities, उनमें आपका tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 और उसमें जो फर्क है वो एक immense level का है. तो उस वजह से जो graduates आ रहे हैं, the IT industry has been unified कि आपके 25,000 graduates में से 10 से 15% ऐसे हैं who are coming out and are industry ready. और बाकी जो है वो कोई किसी और चीज में जा रहा है because they are not able. The industry has 50,000 jobs to fill. I have 300 plus positions to fill at the moment. I grew by 400 people last year, and I know it's going to be an immense effort from my team to fill these positions, even though we are in Karachi, Lahore, Islamabad, और बाकी और कितनी कंपनीज हैं. तो मसला वही है कि लोग मौजूद हैं मगर उनका काफी वक्त जाया हुआ है through this process. अब वो एक लॉन्ग टर्म एक्सरसाइज होती है और गवर्नमेंट जो है दे नीड टू रियलाइज. अब पॉजिटिव चीज क्या है कि पिछले 3-4 सालों में एंड रिगार्डलेस ऑफ हु इज इन पावर, द गवर्नमेंट्स हैव एक्चुअली स्टार्टेड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि आप जब एक्सपोर्ट्स को देखते हैं तो बाकी तमाम एक्सपोर्ट्स में आपने एक काफी बड़ी अमाउंट इंपोर्ट करनी है टू बी एबल टू एक्सपोर्ट अ सर्टेन अमाउंट. आईटी इंडस्ट्री में सिर्फ वो एक लैपटॉप और कुछ सॉफ्टवेयर है और बाकी सारा आपने एक्सपोर्ट करना है. तो इट इज अंडरस्टूड नाउ, नो मैटर हु इज इन पावर इन फेडरल और एनी अदर लेवल, एवरीबॉडी इज अंडरस्टैंडिंग. और इसका जो हमने एक रिजल्ट देखा है कि अभी 2 साल पहले हमने पाशा की स्किल्स डेवलपमेंट कमेटी के थ्रू एक पायलट प्रोजेक्ट चलाया, इंडस्ट्री एकेडमिया ब्रिज प्रोग्राम. उसका पर्पस था कि इंडस्ट्री प्रैक्टिशनर्स जो हैं, जो टियर 2 टियर 3 यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं, उनमें जो टेक्निकल वाले कोर्सेज हैं वो इंडस्ट्री प्रैक्टिशनर्स पढ़ाएं कि जो प्रोफेसर ने 10-20 साल पहले पढ़ा था वो अपनी प्रेफरेंस की कंफर्ट जोन की टेक्नोलॉजी में पढ़ा रहा है, जो इंडस्ट्री को टेक्नोलॉजी चाहिए वो कुछ और है. अच्छा, ये हमने पायलट प्रोजेक्ट किया, इसको सॉफ्टवेयर एक्सपोर्ट बोर्ड ने पिक करके पता नहीं कितनी 30 यूनिवर्सिटीज के लिए फंड कर दिया. वो इनकी कंपनी ने वो प्रोग्राम, हमने एक यूनिवर्सिटी में पायलट चलाया, इन्होंने जो है वो गवर्नमेंट की फंडिंग से उसको करीब 25 यूनिवर्सिटीज में उसको चलाया. उसी तरह फिर एक बूट कैंप प्रोग्राम. अब हमने देखा कि इंडिया के साथ मेरे लिए सबसे आसान पिच क्या होती थी कि इंडिया में कॉस्ट ज्यादा है और इंडिया में लोगों को रिटेन करना एक नाइटमेयर है. उन्होंने उस मसले को पिछले 8-10 सालों में हल कर लिया. यहाँ तक हल कर लिया कि इस वक्त अगले सालों में that is the only country that will have surplus engineers. All other countries, Germany, पाकिस्तान से लोग import कर रहा है, UK import कर रहा है, तमाम मुल्क जो है they are basically participating in brain drain from other countries. And India is the only country that is actually going to have surplus engineers. तो उन्होंने कैसे किया? उन्होंने ये मल्टी टीयर अप्रोच से किया. हम देखते हैं हमारे यहाँ पे लोग जो मौजूद हैं, जो हमारे यहाँ काउंटर में काम कर रहे हैं, the people they report to in UK, in Canada, in other countries, उन्होंने उनकी डिग्री किसी और एरिया की होती है और उन्होंने बूट कैंप्स, एसोसिएट डिग्री ये वो करा के उन्होंने अपने आप को आईटी इंडस्ट्री के लिए मोल्ड किया. और यही चीज अब हम थैंकफुली गवर्नमेंट इज लिसनिंग टू अस. एक हमने एजीसी के साथ एसोसिएट डिग्री का एक प्रोग्राम था, उसको हमने फैशन किया कि बजाय 4 साल के सम पीपल कैन डू द 2-year एसोसिएट डिग्री एंड गेट इनटू द इंडस्ट्री मच फास्टर एंड लेटर ऑन दे कैन हैव अ पाथ टू कंप्लीट एंड गेट अ कंप्लीट डिग्री. उसके साथ जो बूट कैंप प्रोग्राम्स हैं, बूट कैंप्स 4000 स्टूडेंट्स के लिए फंड किया सॉफ्टवेयर एक्सपोर्ट बोर्ड ने हमारी इंडस्ट्री की फीडबैक के बेसिस पे. उसको इस वक्त हम तकरीबन 2000 स्टूडेंट्स को कराची और इस्लामाबाद में ट्रेन कर चुके हैं. These are people who have graduated either from computer science or something completely unrelated, but they are not industry ready. So they are being trained in very specific technology skill sets. अब ये हमने 4000 का किया, suddenly KPIT board, Punjab IT board, Sindh IT board, NAVTech. Today we had a meeting with the special assistant for the Prime Minister on Youth Affairs. They are finally diverting all funds to fund the same bootcamp programs in their provinces. In some cases, Sindh जो है वो tier 2, tier 3 cities में कर रहा है ताकि वो हैदराबाद में और सखर में हो सके. तो अब ultimately क्या है कि the industry is doing its part because the other part of this is that now for the first time it's being delivered in an industry driven manner. क्योंकि पास में क्या होता था, काफी पैसे लगते थे ट्रेनिंग्स पे, मगर वो जो ट्रेनिंग कंपनीज थी उनको हैंड्स ऑन इंडस्ट्री एक्सपीरियंस नहीं होता था. यहाँ पे फर्क क्या है कि इट इज बीइंग डिलीवर्ड इन एन इंडस्ट्री ड्रिवन मैनर. So that is, it gives us hope for the future. The fact that it has become a bit of a ripple effect and how it is being now replicated across the country. So, that's, the hope is that it will be, we have the results soon.
No, but thank you so much for sharing this. हमारे लोग में सबसे अच्छी केस स्टडी और सबसे अच्छी एप्रिसिएशन ये होनी चाहिए कि जब आपको कोई नकल मार ले आपकी. So imitation is the best form of flattery. What I want that if you could move on to the microphone to our next esteemed speaker. We're building up on these challenges and then solutions are also naturally coming out of the discussion. मुझे सिर्फ ये बताइए कि शुरू दिन से हम बात कर रहे हैं ना डिजिटल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन की. We had another panel in which we spoke about how stable internet connections and potentially the advent of 5G in the country is going to create a positive impact. अभी तो ये भी चैलेंज है. और फेसबुक पे चीज़ कैसे बेचनी है या व्हाट्सएप के जरिए कैसे बेचनी है, उनका पहला सवाल ये होता है कि वो टावर के बिल्डिंग के ऊपर करके बैठना पड़ेगा जहाँ पे कनेक्शन है 3G का या एज का. एंड वी टॉकिंग अबाउट बिग थिंग्स, राइट. इंक्लूजन की जब हम बात करते हैं तो हमारे लिए स्पेसिफिकली आईटी के एक्सपोर्ट्स के लिए इंक्लूजन से कितनी ज़रूरी है और क्या ये हम सब सही है या मेरा पर्सपेक्टिव इसमें सही है कि ये अभी एट द मोमेंट दिस इज आल्सो वन ऑफ द चैलेंजेस दैट वी हैव इन द कंट्री.
So as a challenge or rather as an opportunity, yes, it does exist. It's there basically in rural areas. I think the government has identified this challenge a few years ago, and over time they've kind of overcome and they try to basically overcome it. अगर आज आप किसी चक में चले जाते हैं and the rural areas of the system, they do understand that after getting laptops, after getting cell phones in their hands, और आज WhatsApp सबके पास है, right? So they've kind of got that enablement जहाँ पे they can actually go into the target markets right, to work or to do basically what they plan or they intend to do. I think what we need to basically do is to divert that energy into the right areas. So it's really diversion of energy that we need to do. What my fellow panelists have already told you. Yes, and the skills come from the from the IT perspective, I think we've honed the skills, or we are trying to hone the skills. But what from the opposite, the industry perspective? Right? Who teaches them what actually happens in e-commerce? What happens in supply chain? Right? A manufacturing institute जब आपसे काम करना चाहता है as an IT exporter, how much of their business do you understand? I remember my days when I was basically doing my MBA. Right? We had to basically do a case study in every subject that we did. We actually had a case study to basically solve or to basically go in. Why was it for them, for my lecturer, my professor, to understand how much of a grip do I have on that subject? Unfortunately, soft skills पे यहाँ पे हम अभी भी attention नहीं देते. And I think that is another opportunity maybe to our boot camps that they need to basically focus on their areas. International markets to access आज भी challenging. What we do is maybe just look at the US and Europe as international markets. When Ukraine, and like for whatever political reason, when they backed off, how much of those opportunities actually came Pakistan? Or nobody was thinking that was 5G or 4G. There was all of a sudden there was a need that was created in the market. Who actually came Pakistan? Yes, perception is a challenge that we have, right? But I think at the same time, what people outside feel is that we don't have that business acumen for us to basically operate there. We need to work on this. Maybe do our own events, our own Pakistan shows basically in multiple regions across the world, where all of us collaborate and do it, right? Rather than just being another company at the next, CSE or mobile. Right? So I think what we need to do is really showcase Pakistan and strengthen the strength of Pakistan. Lastly, I think when you go into these markets, right, knowledge actually gives you confidence for you to go and make your pitches there, right? And because now you have that confidence and the pitch, because you got that knowledge of that market, that enables trust in you. हमारे बहुत सारे customers हैं, both locally and internationally. When we go in, we do our first project. How many people actually get a repeat project? How many people that are able to basically do cross-selling? You just mentioned the ethic awards, right? Yes. So my company, we are all about AI. That's all we do. We've been doing that for the last 10 years, right? How many times do we go into a customer environment and actually tell them that, okay, look at us as a cloud transformation company, right? Blockchain, Web 3.0 is the next thing that's coming up. Why don't you look at Pakistan as look, we've done a good job with you on the AI front. Why don't you look at us basically from the Web 3.0 front? Yeah. Right? I think that enablement is also required for us to really stand out. And eventually, it's going to increase our exports. So that's what it needs.
Absolutely. Spot on. And I think if I just collate the discussion that's taking place, why is there a need for the private sector to come in and go into these boot camps and teach the skills that are required by the client is because curriculum change करने में हमें बहुत टाइम लगता है. हमारे curriculum में अभी भी blockchain का या AI का या ML का कोई कोर्स नहीं है. To go through that process, I know the pain because I wanted to do the same 8 years ago by starting to teach entrepreneurship at the very level, at the primary school level. और मैंने कहा क्या करूँ, एजुकेशन बोर्ड के पास चली जाऊँ या खुद कर लूँ, तो खुद कर दिया. The point was that at the graduation level also, if you are investing, and it's a lot of money that we are investing for those parents जिनके बच्चे यूनिवर्सिटी गोइंग हैं और अगर ऊपर नीचे नहीं बच्चे एक साथ ही यूनिवर्सिटी जा रहे हैं, we can understand the pain for a semester system and the fee structure that you have to go through every 6 months. उसकी investment में and then the end product that we are getting and the frustration that the youth is going through not landing that perfect job is also because I'm coming to you, sir, and building up the question for you. Is I don't see many case studies, local case studies of OXI, of Taar, come up in the front and people talk about it, because each of you sitting here are coming with that journey. इन्होंने तो और ग्राउंड जाकर सीखा, ऐसे you got your hands dirty, but जब हम इंक्यूबेशन की बात करते हैं या इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर में उससे कहते हैं तुम्हारा स्टार्टअप इसलिए बिकेगा, ऐप बना लो, तो 10 करोड़ ऐपें आ जाती हैं, उसकी सेल्स वाली चीज जो है, जो सर आप बात कर रहे थे कि सॉफ्ट स्किल बेचेंगे कहाँ? Client R&D, sir. My question to you now was, we've spoken about skill set, we've spoken about the curriculum that they need to teach, but जो R&D needed है, ये पाकिस्तान में कौन करेगा? आप 5 लोगों की केस स्टडीज कौन लिखेगा? मुझे इजाजत दे दे, मैं भी लिख लेती हूँ. My laptop is with me. But how important is R&D?
So, thank you so much. So, I'll come back to this question, but I just want to, sort of add to what my fellow panelists were saying. देखिए, it is very important to understand कि आपने skill up करना अपनी youth को, and of course the technology, we have 25,000 kids coming out every year, and some great initiatives already happening, जैसे बता रहे थे कि training programs and all of that. But I question this all the time कि हम जो लोग ट्रेन कर रहे हैं वो कितने हैं, ठीक है? Because in order for you to compete in the global world, when you're going and competing, there were examples of India and other places जो हम बात कर रहे थे. देखिए, you have to understand their model was that they went into collaboration with all the big giants. You see, they had Microsoft and Amazon and all these big names, oracles of the world coming to them and employing 20,000, 30,000 people in their country, right? And they imported that technology into the country and that content, and they got their people trained on that content, ठीक है? और trainers भी वही लोग थे, you see? So I think just to add to that, I think हमें वो mechanism यहाँ लाना पड़ेगा where we are able to bring that kind of talent into the country to train our people, and then I think we'll be in a better position to compete, because अगर हमारे ही लोग जो कि खुद उनको इतना exposure नहीं है, आप कितने trainers को build करेंगे, you see? So आपको initially लोग लाने पड़ेंगे बाहर से और उनको यहाँ place करके और अपने लोगों को train करना होगा, and that's when you'll be able to compete with the world. So I think if that's happening, that's great, but at least in my understanding, मैंने कोई ऐसे collaborations नहीं देखे globally कि हम कोई power houses के साथ जो big giants हैं उनके साथ collaborate करके हम यहाँ कोई enablement programs कर रहे हैं. Anyways, coming to your point about R&D, absolutely. The biggest problem for our technology industry is that we don't have a single unicorn out of Pakistan. You see, and the problem is that we don't spend money on R&D, right?
We have hopes of unicorn.
Yeah, yes.
Die very soon.
Yes, I hope so. I hope they come out. But the problem with that is कि वो फिर एक बहुत fundamental problem है. R&D के लिए आपको पैसे चाहिए. You see, we don't have a VC structure in this country. You see, and that's where we lack. So हम जितने भी लोग यहाँ बैठे हुए हैं, हम अपनी sources और resources को invest करके we do R&D and we build products. But the problem is that we're never able to scale because we're growing organically. ठीक है ना? हम अपने cash flow से चीजों को fund कर रहे होते हैं. So I think एक जो challenge यहाँ है वो ये है कि we don't have. Yes, we are seeing some VCs now popping up, but then again वो भी with the current economic scenario, global scenario, you've seen a lot of VCs folding up also or stopping their investments, right? And you had some disasters also right here. So I think जो आपका सवाल है R&D के perspective से, I think we need to pick and choose the areas very carefully जो कि global services need है,
Okay, so I am a big fan of, it's great to build products, but I think हमें उस maturity पे पहुंचने का भी टाइम है. You see, तो पहले तो हमें services business को build करना पड़ेगा. You see, I think हम services में जब चले जाएंगे, we reach our potential, then I think वहाँ से automatically लोग निकलेंगे जो कि because there will be enough money in this market and enough people who experience that global exposure, तो वो automatically आपकी appetite और आपकी जो कहते हैं वो बढ़ जाएगा, वो risk taking appetite जो होती है. अभी problem ये है, a lot of us we are scared of taking those steps because we just saying okay fine एक चीज चल रही है, अगर इसको अभी we rock the boat, what if we rock the boat and it drowns, right? So I think पहले तो हमें services model को और mature करने की जरूरत है. I think अभी तो हम मतलब we're just scratching the surface. I mean, I think our largest technology company is what employs about 5,000 people, maybe max, right? The problem is that that's a mid-sized company in our neighborhood, जो कि 5,000 लोगों की कंपनी है. You see, वहाँ पे लोग इस पर 50,000, 70,000, 1 लाख लोगों की कंपनी है जो कि इस complete services model पे चल रही है, BPO model पे चल रही है. So I think पहले तो हमें उस maturity level पे आने की जरूरत है कि जहाँ पे हम services model को grow करें, we reach that potential, and we have in this country at least 500,000 people who are just on a services model, like a BPO model, and then we start to think about building products and I'm not saying that we should not. आज भी हमें करना चाहिए, but again वो फिर sustainable नहीं है जो आपने बात की, because we run out of gas, right? We run out of gas, people pull the plug because it's not producing the results fast enough. So I think पहले तो services model को mature करें and then we go towards the R&D aspect of things.
No, great, and I think automatically आपने मेरा अगला सवाल तो ये था कि अच्छा focus areas, but what should be some of the future trends? Future, by the way, is now 6 months to a year. The new definition of future globally. पहले 5 साल लोग प्लानिंग करते थे, 10 साल की प्लानिंग करते थे, हम 6 महीने और 1 साल की प्लानिंग करते हैं. So my question to you is that what should be some of the future trends? If I take sir's thought process forward, BPO sector में किन एरियाज में हमें स्पेसिफिक फोकस करने की जरूरत है? I think where I'm coming from. So Samina Rizwan was here earlier in the day, and I had numerous discussions with her over the past, and she says, you pick up anything in this country, mashallah, and that's an opportunity to learn. So you start off with agri-tech, we have an opportunity. We start off with ed-tech, we have an opportunity. We start off with health tech, we have an opportunity, and the list goes on by the way. हमारे लिए क्या focus areas होने चाहिए और हम practice, rehearse, refine बहुत अच्छे तरीके से कर सकते हैं. That's a question for all 4 of you. What should be some of these future trends that the BPO sectors or people who are focusing on IT exports should focus on?
All of the businessmen that are here, we all started off from a gap. We found an opportunity and we started off from there. For us, it was the case of gaming, mobile gaming. There was no mobile gaming infrastructure in Pakistan 14 years ago. We came in the market, we started off a gaming infrastructure, now we have hundreds of studios. That's a scalable model. You can create a studio with 10 people, 15 people, even 7 people, and you can scale that. If you start building apps, that's a little smaller model. You can do it with 2 people, 3 people. Again, how we started off, we saw China scaling things. We saw that we were doing PCB, Pakistan Cricket Board. They were doing a cricket circuit board. So they had this तरह हम cricket खेल रहे थे, वो cricket circuit बना रहे थे. So that's how they built up a whole country on it. So we need to find out that now there are thousands of freelancers working in this country right now. They are earning from $100 to $500 a month. They are running their own home. We need to scale them up as well. We need to scale up the people who are not freelancing. And when we talk about the focus areas, everybody is talking about the buzzwords right now, Web 3.0, blockchain, and all these technologies of AI has come up. But the basics still remain the basics. Services for managed services like Odoo, like bunch of dynamics, like these services are always available. Then gaming apps, these kind of things will always be there. So that can be a good start. To build, we have to build up at every tier. So we have to take care of the person who has been graduating from a rural area and somebody who is graduating from NUMS or LSC or something like that. So for every stage, we need to create those opportunities for them. And that is how we can actually come about this. And again, with the people who are sitting here and the people that I met today, I talked to a guy who said that they are bringing MIT in Pakistan, MIT educational boot camps. And all of us have now understood it. Now we know how we are going to do it. So things will come about in a way which is better for us. So the only thing that I'll end is that the youngsters in our country, if this message reaches them, we are coming. Wait for us. You will see our ads. You will see us partnering with Microsoft, Oracle, with multiple companies and coming to them with skills. Now, if that runs up, Pakistan is a country जहाँ पर ना हम साइड में रहकर फैसला करते हैं। MBA से जब बात आई तो EU है कंपनी करता था। This engineering mindset is now setting in. वो जो $5,000 वाला नंबर है कि किसी को $5,000 की नौकरी मिली है अमेरिका में, कसूर में लगा है। That is a very very good motivation for people to start looking at this now. So I'm very thankful that things will turn out very well for us.
वो $5,000 वाली नौकरी कहाँ मिल रही है इंडियाना कंपनीज में? ये नोट करके सारे ठीक है? But no, absolutely, I completely understand that mindset also plays a very important role in what we're doing. So the same question to you: what futuristic trends should we be focusing on?
So let me just tell you share my own experiences. हम लोग ऐसे कंपनी हमने 3 स्पेसिफिक फ्यूचर ट्रेंड्स पे काम शुरू करते हैं and I just share my own experience. Number one, inclusion from those areas of Pakistan which have huge potential but are untapped. अच्छा आपको ये पता है कि पिछले NDPAC ने पहला सॉफ्टवेयर टेक्नोलॉजी पार्क कहाँ खोला? मैं बता जी मुझे पता है गिलगित क्यों खोला?
Because just the sheer amount of work that they were getting. And I can tell you some more figures as well, which are secret. So 500 employees working in the second largest BPO in Pakistan is out of Gilgit. और average fresh graduate की जिनकी हम बात कर रहे थे अभी जो मेरी one-on-one conversation हुई है उनसे, average बच्चा यूनिवर्सिटी का निकल के जब उस पर काम कर रहा है तीसरे महीने में उसकी तनख्वाह 2 से 2.5 लाख रुपए है। Based out of Gilgit, where you do not find a 4G connection until unless you buy an SCOP SIM वहाँ से। So yes.
Absolutely, but very interesting statistic. The literacy rate of Gilgit city, 90s, above 90%, right? So we are talking to the Quetta Chamber of Commerce and trying to set up an office in Quetta where we can employ people for our BPO services, right? अच्छा उससे हमें 2 फायदे होते हैं। एक तो हमें लाहौर के बच्चों के नखरे नहीं बनाने पड़ेंगे। Look, everybody can do that, right? And we get to give that part of the country an opportunity to take part in international projects, just like we give that opportunity in our country. So that's something we're doing. That's one, and that's a trend that I would encourage everybody to follow.
Arsalan sir, can I also add one of another advantages that you're getting? If you put it up on your profile, you're actually calling the global reporting initiatives core compliance.
Absolutely.
So the GRI compliance states that the more inclusive workplaces that you're developing are actually उसका जो है अपने employee turnover और employee satisfaction और happiness का एक number निकाल सकते हैं. And you can actually put it up and claim to be the first organization that enables in the country to do so. Giving you an idea. Free consultancy.
अच्छा उसमें एक बहुत बड़ा advantage है let me share with everybody is that imagine somebody who spent 16 years in getting an education from Balochistan province versus the same child in Lahore or Karachi. उसकी motivation उस बच्चे की कितनी ज़्यादा होगी to cross that journey, right? So obviously he or she is more serious about building a career around that investment as opposed to kids in the more cosmopolitan cities. So that's one trend that we are working. The other thing that we've also done is there is huge multilingual capability testing within Pakistan. And I was just telling my friends that we started our friends speaking operations on the 1st of January. And you know how it happened? I was speaking to one of my British clients and he said, you know, we expanded our operation into France. But Arsalan, I wish we could give you that share. But how are you going to find French-speaking people in Pakistan? And my answer was, how many do you need and where do you need? He said, well, in about a month and I need about 4 or 5 people. In 2 weeks, we had 10 candidates finalized for them. Native French-speaking people, Pakistanis, living in Lahore. अब ये बात आप ऐसे कितना होता है? Again, what news goes out, you don't have to follow the media always. There's so much more potential, right? Point being, and this takes me to my third point is, so everybody knows about the AGC PhD scholarship, right? MS and PhD scholarship. ये बच्चे कहाँ जाते हैं? जर्मनी, फ्रांस, ठीक है? ये वहाँ 2 साल रहते हैं, वहाँ की लैंग्वेज सीखते हैं, वहाँ के रिसर्च की ट्रेंड सीखते हैं, ये वापस आते हैं, इनको नौकरियाँ नहीं मिलती. So why are we not pitching ourselves as a research project field for foreign-funded research projects? So I was speaking to the chairman of the UK Board Association a couple of months ago, and he had a very interesting project on image processing, right, around building maintenance. And I said, look, and the whole challenge was, you know, how to do that research around that, you know, sitting in the UK. I said, send them over to us. We'll find you professors here who are young PhDs, dying to do work, happy to do work at a very nominal cost for you guys, but they get a lot of money over here in equivalent rupees. So that's another initiative I think. And I think these are the 3 trends that I would like to throw light on, which will really help take our export potential forward.
Brilliant. I think that calls for a round of applause because this is the actual true work that's been done. Sir, question थोड़ा सा बदल रही हूँ मुझे अभी इन्होंने टाइम का फ्लैग कर देना है सबने. So I'm just changing the question a little bit because यहाँ पे थोड़ी खवातीन भी हैं, बच्चियाँ भी हैं, बिल्कुल. Women in tech वाली जो चीज़ है. Technology should transcend gender biases, right? उसके ऊपर हम क्या काम कर रहे हैं? I'll give you a small example because we've been mentioning a lot about boot camps. Just 3 days ago, हम जो बच्चों के साथ entrepreneurship का boot camp मैं करती हूँ, मेरी कंपनी करती है. So I give them hypothetical solutions and businesses that they need to think of. Very crazy because they're kids, right? 12 years old. 12 साल के बच्चे comes up with a tech-enabled vending machine that he wants to keep at the school, so that sometimes he's missing an eraser or a pencil or needs a medicine or has a cut. तो वो चाह रहे हैं कि उस vending machine जो कि QR code enabled हो, ताकि वो वहाँ से पैसे डालें और चीज निकाल दें. बच्चियाँ इसी तरीके से, a lot of the girls around us look at the superfluous idea. बच्चों का आइडिया जाहिर है, अभी उनको पता नहीं कि उसके अंदर कितनी नेटिविटीज है. बट कहने का मकसद ये है कि इसी तरीके से हमारे जो बच्चियाँ हैं उनके लिए एज अ करियर ऑप्शन ये किस तरीके से पुश कर सकते हैं. Does it greater awareness? Do we need to be more conscious in our choices as organizational leaders to have diversity in the team as well? What can we do?
So, very happy to have this question come. I can give you my own experience. मैंने अपनी जब सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग डिग्री मैंने की कनाडा में, तो उधर इवन वहाँ पे उस वक्त उस ज़माने में मेरे ख्याल में कोई 25% जो है वो स्टूडेंट जो है वो विमेन थी.
सर ये पहले ज़माना बताएं कौन सा?
this was
उस जमाने में मैं
1998 to 2002.
that is not that far off, even I am not very old.
हाँ,
तो
हाँ, तो अब मुझे I am talking about mature economy, है ना? अब वहाँ पे उस वक्त और वहाँ पे भी एक टॉपिकल इशू है कि भाई women in engineering, women in tech, but back then at least, and there were more women in chemical engineering and all these others, but in tech थोड़ा और कम headcount था. We are reporting into a parent company headquartered in Canada. तो हमारी जो पाकिस्तान में कनाडा की हाई कमिश्नर है उन्होंने पहली बार मुझसे ये वाला सवाल पूछा. तो मैंने उनको फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल तो पहले उनको ये बताया कि देखिए पहले तो है कि कितने उसमें how many women are entering the workforce in that particular field. तो 2010 में जब हमने पाकिस्तान में ऑपरेशन शुरू किया, अब उस वक्त क्या था कि हमें रिक्वायरमेंट होती थी कि कोई 2, 3, 4 साल एक्सपीरियंस का रिसोर्स चाहिए. हमारा फाइनल इंटरव्यू होता था ऑन शोर से. तो जो मैनेजर कनाडा, यूएस, यूके, यूरोप, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में बैठा हुआ जब वो इंटरव्यू करता था तो उसके क्राइटेरिया पे जो हमारा 8 साल के एक्सपीरियंस का रिसोर्स होता था वो मीट कर रहा होता था, जो कि वो समझ लेते थे कि 3 साल के एक्सपीरियंस पे. तो अब एक तो है कि भाई पाकिस्तान, then 2010, 12 years ago, फिर हमारे यहाँ की क्या रियलिटी के अच्छा उस जमाने में जाहिर और कम women in tech जो आगे जब शादी हुई तो जब पहला बच्चा हुआ तो अब हमारे लिए शुरू के सालों में बहुत प्रॉब्लम थी and we had very low ratio of women, and then at a certain point in time we were able to start to hire new graduates. उससे पहले तो हमारे onshore divisions accept नहीं करते थे, वो हमारी requirements जो थी उनको वो meet नहीं करते थे. Ultimately जब हमने ये दरवाजा खोला तो suddenly we were able to start to get a much better, we were getting 50%, sometimes 60-40. अच्छा, अब जब पहला साल कंप्लीट हुआ तो मेरी हेड HR मेरे पास आई पैनल में कि भाई ये वाला जो है इसकी शादी होने वाली है, इस वाले का बच्चा होने वाला है, ये by this end of this year कितनी इसमें से कितनी है they will leave us. तो हमने इमरजेंसी बेसिस पे अपने कराची ऑफिस में चाइल्ड केयर फैसिलिटी खड़ी की. फिर अल्टीमेटली लाहौर ऑफिस में हमारी एक एम्प्लॉय थी, वो मैटरनिटी से वापस आई थी. उसने कहा कि चाहे आप चाइल्ड केयर स्पेशलिस्ट ना प्रोवाइड कर सके फॉरन, आप इस तारीख आप 10 कमरा तैयार कर दें, मैं नैनी अपनी ले आऊंगी. कमरा हमने हमने वो तैयार कर दिया और फिर हमने इस्लामाबाद में जब हमने ओपन किया तो हमने पहले दिन से we had a child care facility. तो अब जो हमारा 2015, 16, 17, 18 we had 12% ratio of women and it was not going up. Once we got the new grads in and we got put in these, the child care facility, etc. Aaj, mashallah, say at the end of this year that's completed, we are 19.6%. So that's a 50% growth in our.
What do you see in the next 3-4 years? What should be some of the focus areas that the startups and specifically people should be focusing on?
I am a strong proponent of the blockchain, like I told you earlier as well. So that's definitely a trend that we should follow. But today when we basically talk blockchain, for some reason or the other, crypto comes along. That's the first thing that.
I was about to ask you that please address this misconception that blockchain is not all crypto.
Yes. So I think that's a taboo that we need to basically overcome. Blockchain is not all crypto, definitely not. Yes. Right? And Web 3.0 is not everything meta and not everything in the blockchain. I think so that's something that slowly, gradually we need to basically overcome. The challenge there why people don't want to go towards blockchain is because fine, our regulatory channels are government, really very relaxing. Up to cloud की policy भी आगे family, right? But I think still when it comes to because they associate blockchain with crypto, That's still something that people shy away from. But I feel that, look, we keep losing lives. We were there basically in the first industrial revolution, second, third, fourth university. I think the next wave basically is around these areas. AI, ML, fine, but that is something that we need to touch upon. We need to gear our teams. And there are always business use cases for them. I think we need to be more industry specific rather than just the tech stack. किसी को cloud बनाना, blockchain बनाना या coding करवाना is, I think, easy. We're still getting maybe 25,000 professionals, but we're getting it. Right? I think it's this kind of the work that we need to basically train in. Real life issues, real life cases where we can actually adopt and use those technologies.
Any courses that you can suggest for people who are listening to
Courses?
Yes.
I have many other people here who can
That's
actually
just
suggest courses.
specifically to blockchain because we're lost for choice also, ना तो मुझे इतना बुरा फील होता है कभी कभार कि मेरे लिंक्डइन के फीड पे कोई 500 लोगों ने लिंक्डइन लर्निंग के कोर्सेज कर लिए and I'm lagging behind. What courses, if any, that you suggest that could be the go-to places or the must-have, the ones which will actually build up the concepts of blockchain, right? लोगों के पास पैसे भी कम है ना हमारे पास, so we need to invest smart.
So when we talk about courses, there are many courses that are available on Udemy. What I would suggest to people is that, look, when you want to basically search for blockchain, you look for blockchain for a certain industry. Look for blockchain for fintech. Look for blockchain in manufacturing. And where is that adapted to and where is that adopted? Because that is something I think where we as a nation we should head towards. The other part, I was very happy to basically hear gender diversity. And proud to say that our head of AI is a female. Right? Our head of operations, who actually does resource augmentation in the company, she's a female. And that actually brings in an influx because look, we were a male-dominated society before this. I think today, the households have changed. The parents have been more acceptable to our daughters working because we've grown up in that environment. So I think the female folk will come into the job market. Right? It's up to us to basically provide them that opportunity in the right place.
Yeah, so I think they've touched upon almost everything, but I would say that, short term, so things like RPA, robotic process automation is one area. There's a lot of scope, locally as well as, from an export perspective. Of course, they've touched upon AI and cybersecurity is another area. That's a global phenomenon. Everybody is affected, and that's not restricted to just Pakistan. Everywhere, that's happening. So I would say that these are some of the areas. Of course, IoT or sari baatein bhi hui hai, blockchain is another one. I always feel कि हमें initially वो areas उठाने चाहिए जो कि जहाँ पे you can have a learning ground in Pakistan. You see, where you build your expertise in Pakistan, you have some use cases. Because once आपके पास वो capability आ जाएगी, then only you were able to, go and tap the global market, right? Because बहुत सारे ऐसे चीजें हैं जो पाकिस्तान में भी still, I understand Miqdad is absolutely right about blockchain, right? But blockchain के ऊपर अभी हमारे यहाँ बहुत सारे, again वही आपकी वाली बात है, crypto से उसको link कर देते हैं और फिर वो आपकी regulatory authorities come into play and they have certain issues. So I say that, maybe there are low-hanging fruits like cybersecurity, RPA, AI, ML, जहाँ पे आपको locally IoT, तो उसके ऊपर आपको use cases locally भी मिल रहे हैं. We're working with a lot of our customers जो कि हमें opportunity भी दे रहे हैं that will build use cases, and then once that you have that skill set built, then you can go and tap the global market. So yeah.
And gentlemen, thank you so much for sharing your journeys, your experiences, and being candid and open. Over to you.